I greet you specially. Welcome to today's episode of Asset Builders Half Hour. Recall in our last episode, we talked about skill, that you should learn the skill, right? And we have said it over and over that a skill is what makes a man. We also say in the last episode that you should go for education, not academics, because academics is just paper, academics is context. Why education is usability. So we still have to talk about skill because it's an important conversation. Question for today: what skill do you have? Tell me in the comment section what skill you have. Because for me, I am trying to build a community of wealth creators, right? So as wealth creators, if you understand the kind of skill that you have, we'll be able to know how to help you create wealth in different ways. That's why we call it asset builders, right? So let us know the kind of skill you have in the comment section and how we can help you make the skill become money. You know, when the scripture say the gift of a man maketh way, if I were writing that scripture, I'll put the skill of a man. The scripture say by their fruit we shall know them. But also writing that scripture, I will say by their skill we shall know them. Because if a tree does not bear fruit, they don't look for the tree. So if a man does not have skill, the man will not produce, just like if a tree that does not have fruits. So by your skill, we will know you. So I'm trying to say that you need to be known, right? If you are not known, it's because you are not producing anything. It's because you are not skillful. So your certifications and all that is academics. What you produce by your skill, your expertise, and what you have learned over time is, for me, what I call education, right? So if you have gone to this point, again, the question is, what skill do you have? If you have a skill, are you using the skill? Let me tell you a small story. I and one of my colleagues had an interview with someone this morning. While in the conversation, I asked the lady, what do you do currently? She said she's a hairdresser and she makes hair. And in my thinking, why do you want to leave hairdressing or making hair to come and work in a real estate firm? You want to leave your skill to come and work for a salary. It should not be so. You should learn to harness your skill and perfect it to a point that you are sought after. That is the basis for Asset Builders Half Hour. To grow skillful men, skillful women, skillful youth to become dependent on their skill and make their skill happen for them. If you have a skill, please, my advice in today's episode in Asset Builders Half Hour is that you harness the skill. Develop the skill so much that it becomes sorted after. That nobody can do without your skill.